last week we finished all the 4 cases, right? I remember we did essays the previous week. Then we also did AAS, and then last week we did SSS and RHS. Is that right? Did we finish all the, did we finish learning about all the 4 cases? Can somebody check and tell me? RHS ke topic ke dala, we learned about the RHS, right? Alamai? Can you all hear? I'm sorry, Lamai. 1 second. Okay, meanwhile, can you all tell me, we finished writing about RHS, right? Yes? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay. So did we write about RHS last week? Yes, okay. So before we start today's part, today we actually have to do, the plan for today is we will be discussing the homework. And after discussing the homework, we will be doing some more congruence questions. Because congruence is geometry, we need a lot of practice doing the questions. Otherwise, exam when you get a question like that, you will struggle. So we have to do a lot of questions and we have to get a lot of practice. So we will do a few more questions, and then with the time available, we will go to a new lesson today. All right. Let me get my textbook. Ogala textbook ke liye turn to the page where there's the binomial expression homework. I think that was a miscellaneous exercise, right? Which is on page 47. Page 47, Mamai. 7, 8, 9 are the homework that I gave. Okay. Before I start, can I know your answers? What did you get for 7th one? What is the value of x plus y? Can ban apu answers? I need all of your answers. Alamai? Hello. What did you get for this 7th one? Maker. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you did homework. First, let's see that. Today we don't have very good attendance also. මම ඒක ලොකුවට point කරන්නේ නැහැ මොකද මමත් class එක චුට්ටක් delay වෙච්ච හින්දා පටන් ගන්න. But if you are getting absent, you have to inform beforehand. So some of you actually do that. Even yesterday's class, some of you were absent, but before getting absent, you inform me, which is what I'm expecting from you. As I have previously said, we are in a group class setting. It's very important that all of you come to the class and learn this. Nikama class fees givala, just existing is not enough. You have to come, you have to learn this. If you're getting absent, you have to be responsible and inform me and then get the recording and catch it up, right? So, okay, so if you're getting absent, inform me beforehand and also make sure that you request the recording, you get the recording and you listen to that and write the notes, whatever. Okay. So, how the homework kare? I didn't get many thumbs ups last time. Shweta did, Basma did. Ko kauda vena kare homework. Alia did. Zuha Kushit did. Jevindu Sasheli did. Sandaru? Sandaru did. Venuja Joshua? Venuja did. Joshua? And Senudi, did you do the homework? I was just asking others whether they were doing, like whether they did the homework.
Yes, please.
Okay. Hari, again, have our homework karala. If everybody did the homework, you must have gotten some answer. I don't mind whether it's the correct answer or the wrong answer. ඔගලන් answer එක share කරන්න ඕනේ. ඒතර හරි answer එක නම් good. වැරදි answer එක නම් it's still good because if you got the wrong answer, we are discussing this and you make the corrections and you learn something. Okay. Now tell me, what is the answer for the seventh one? Okay, Shweta. Yes, Zuha.
7.
7.
Okay, Kushit. Okay, Sasheli. Okay.
Teacher 7.
Okay.
7.
Okay. So almost all of you say 7. See, that's what I want. බලන්න කොච්චර මට nag කරන්න උනාද ඔය ටික ගන්න. I had to nag you so much and scold you a little for you to actually answer. එහෙම වෙන්න බෑ. Next time when I ask you the answer, just say the answer, right or wrong, doesn't matter. Answer ka නැති වුණාම what I think is what I assume is because we are in an online class. I can't see you. And I can't see whether you have actually done the homework or not. So if you don't answer, I would assume මෙයා homework කරලා නැහැ. එහෙම වෙන්න බෑ. But ඔයගොල්ලෝ හරි වැරදි හරි, if you give some answer, then I know this student has actually attempted කරන්න try කරලා තියෙනවා. Right? That is the spirit we need. හරි, we'll see. X plus y අහන්නනේ. අපි බලමු x plus y squared. We know how to expand this, no? So how do you expand this? First term එක square එක ගන්නවා. First term එක x के square එක කියන්නේ x squared. Then first term multiplied by second term multiplied by 2. X multiplied by y is xy multiplied by 2 is 2xy. Plus second term එක square එක කියන්නේ y के square එක, y squared. This is what we know. Now we'll see what they have given. They are asking you to find the value of x plus y. X plus y की value එක හොයන්න කියනවා, we don't know. X squared plus y squared equals 25. What I'm going to do is, here there is x squared, මේ y squared මම මෙතනට ගේනවා. Plus 2xy. Here just x plus y squared. So x plus y squared, I still don't know. I just write it as it is. Now they have said no, x squared plus y squared is 25. So x squared plus y squared I write as 25. Plus xy is 12. 2 times xy is 12. Okay, we'll see. X plus y squared equals, here 25. 2 times 12 is 24. X plus y squared, 25 plus 24 is 49. Yes, 7 is the answer. How? X plus y කියන්නේ මේ square එක එහා පැත්තට ගෙනියනවා. Then it becomes square root. So square root of 49. And we know square root of 49 is 7. Is this clear? Thumbs up. Okay. 1 minute for recorrections. I will set a timer. 1 minute for recorrections. Make it fast. Okay. Let's move on to the 8th one. 7th එක තමයි කරේ. Square එක දාලා නැහනේ. So square එක දැම්මේ නැති වුණාම you get 49. So that would be, I mean, that is only like a step, right? So that's not the correct answer. So that is a careless mistake. So make sure that when you copy down what is given in the question to your answer script, copy it down accurately. Yeah? නැත්නම් අපරාධනේ ඒක එතකොට මොකද මේ අර carelessly වැරදිච්ච එකක් නේ. එතකොට ඒ ලකුණු අපරාධේ. Whatever the mark you lose, අපරාධේ. Okay. What is this one? X plus k squared, x squared plus 6x plus q. K එකකින් කොහොමද q එකක් ආවේ? We don't know yet. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Looking at this side, x plus k squared, right? X plus k squared. So I know how to expand it when you give it like this. How? First term is square. First term is x. Square of x is x squared. Plus first term multiplied by second term multiplied by 2. So x multiplied by k is xk. Xk multiplied by 2 is 2xk or kx. Plus second term is square, which is k square. හරිනම් මෙහෙම තමයි තියෙන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි දැන් මෙතන තියෙන්නේ something else, no? It's something else. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I look at what is here and based on that I'm going to write another equation. X squared plus මෙතන තියෙන මොකක්ද? X squared plus 6x. 6x plus q. Then what should be on this side? What should be on this side? එහෙම නැත්නම් ඔයාලා මෙහෙම ගන්න පුළුවන්. Now they have given that x plus k squared equals, but this is what they have given. What I have written in green is what they have given, right? X plus k squared equals x squared plus 6x plus q. Then what I have written in blue is how I expanded this one. මට තේරෙන විදිහට expand කරා. Green is what I have given. Since these are equal, these two should, this and this should also be equal neda lamai. This is also x plus k squared. This is also x plus k squared. Therefore, do you understand that x squared plus 2k x plus k squared should be equal to x squared plus 6x plus q? Is like these two should be equal. Give me a thumbs up if you understood up to that point. Others? Okay. That means this is equal to this. We are just comparing, right? Komat math x squared. This is also x squared. No problem. 2kx is equal to 6x. Okay. 2kx is equal to 6x. I'll divide both sides by 2. So this 2 and this 2 gets cancelled. I have kx. Here 6 divided by 2 is 3. I have 3x. Then I divide both sides by x. Here x cancels off. Here x cancels off. I get k is equal to 3. Is it clear, Laman? Thumbs up.
Can you explain again?
Yes. So here, now we know that this part and this part are equal now. So here, මෙයාගේ elements ටිකයි දෙන්නගේම elements equal වෙන්න ඕනේ. So here if there is x squared, here also x squared. So the elements are equal. Here 2kx, here 6x. Those two should be equal too, right? So 2kx equals 6x. So divide both sides by 2. May 2 cancel වෙනවා. Here 6x divided by 2 is 3x. Then divide both sides by x. X cancel වෙනවා. මෙතනත් x cancel වෙලා. We get k is equal to 3. That is what they are asking to find the values of k. Is it clear, Sashini? Okay. Then also this should also be equal to this, right? K squared should be equal to q. So q should be equal to k squared. Now k will value I already found from here. K is 3. If k squared, therefore should be equal to 3 squared. Therefore, q is equal to 3 squared can 9. So q is 9. So they're asking you to find the value of q also, and I found it like this. Is this question clear to all of you? Thumbs up. I told you this last set of questions in binomial expressions, they are a bit difficult. That is why at every step I'm asking whether you understood or not. It's very important that you understand every single step. Mukada dan Mugalanta, when I'm teaching you step by step, you feel like you understand and no problem. But when you are given a question like this later on, and you are asked to do this alone, you struggle. Hey, ඔයාට answers ආපහු තේරෙනවා හැබැයි steps ටික උඩට ගියේ නැහැ. That's why I'm asking you step by step. Did you understand? Did you understand? Did you understand? Right? It's very important that you understand not just the final answer, but also how you got the final answer, the steps. Okay? All right. Do the recorrections. I will give you 1.5 minutes. 2 minutes. Because this is a bit difficult. Okay, quickly. Okay. Let's move on to the last question in 9. Okay. Find the value of t squared plus 1 by t squared where t plus 1 over t is equal to 2. Okay, so that seems a bit difficult, right? Let's try this slowly. Method there is t plus 1 over t, right? So t plus 1 over t squared is equal to, you take the square. Now, as usual, you take the square of the first term. First term is t, the square of t is t square. Then you multiply the first term, the second term, and 2. Shall we multiply it separately and see? First term is t, multiplied by second term is 1 over t, multiplied by this 2 here. That is how you make the second term. Balana, when you are multiplying, here there is t, here there is t. So this t and this t will get cancelled off. So what is remaining is 1 times 2, 2. So here, for the second term, it will be 2. Did you all understand that part, Laman? Did you understand that part? Others? You come very slow. The thumbs ups are coming very slow. Why? What about others? Okay. You take the square of the first term, which is t squared, right? Then you multiply the first term, the second term, and 2. First term is t, second term is 1 over t, and then 2. So t multiplied by 1 over t multiplied by 2. May t cancel, vela, you get 2. Okay, so that 2 is here. Then you get the square of the second term. Second term is 1 over t. 1 over t ke square. So 1 over t ke square ka kyanne? 1 squared is 1, t squared is t squared. Right? So that would be 1 over t squared. Here 1 over t ke square ka ne? 1 over t ke square ka kyanne? 1 ke square ka means 1 times 1. That would be 1. T ke square ka kila kyanne? T squared. Okay. They say t plus 1 over t is equal to 2. T plus 1 over t is equal to 2. That means here, this is t plus 1 over t. So that should be equal to 2, no? So 2. There is a square. I will write that square as well. Equals t squared. This 1 over t squared I will write. This plus 2 I will write here. They're asking you to find t squared plus 1 over t squared. Make an one. So here 2 squared means 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. This 2 here, I will bring it to the other side. Here this is plus 2. When I bring it to the other side, it becomes minus 2. So here I have t squared plus 1 over t squared. So 4 minus 2 is 2 equals t squared plus 1 over t squared. This is the answer. They're asking you the value of t squared equals t squared plus 1 over t squared. So you got the value as 2. Is this clear to all of you, Lame? Thumbs up. Okay. So I have a question. In the exams, is it okay to write those working out on the answer sheet? You mean the rough work, right? Make answer sheet. Usually, at the exam, you are given papers, right? Most of the time, term test school papers, then you have to bring single rule papers, as far as I know. එතකොට you can take extra papers and then answer sheet you have to write it separately. Whatever rough work you do it on a separate piece of paper. At O-levels exam, you will be given plenty of papers. එතකොට answer sheet එකට ඔයා වෙනම කොලයක් අරන් ලියනවා any like rough කටු වැඩ you do on a separate piece of paper. Okay, so එතකොට ඒක answer sheet එකෙම ලියන්න යන්න එපා. Let's say because of some incident you don't have enough papers. O-level වල එක වෙන්නේ නැහැ. O-levels වල they have a lot of papers. They will give as many papers as you want. But let's say term test එකට ඔයා යද්දි you only took let's say 2 CR papers. But you need more than that. එතකොට කටු වැඩ කරන්න ඉඩ නැහැනේ. එහෙම වුණොත් විතරක් now this is your CR paper no. You separate a small column on this side. And මෙන්න මෙතන විතරක් rough work කරන්න. And write answers here. Only do rough work like all the working out part here. And the proper answer you write here. That is only if you don't have enough paper. If you have plenty of papers, you use a different paper for rough work and working out. Okay. Okay, Shweta. And also another question is, what about the quiz app? Is it launched yet? The quiz app, I have told you previously, right? MCQ quiz එකක් විදියට for all the lessons. It's starting for science, not for maths, but we will be doing for maths as well. Maths maths in the maths paper at the O-levels, there is no MCQ, right? You have to write the answers on the paper. Therefore, for maths, we don't have a system yet, but for science, we have it. So it will be done this week. So එතකොට science වල හැම lesson එකකටම O-level past papers වලින් questions අරන් there are quizzes. So it's like a game. You have to pick the right answer and then at the end you will get a score, and that will happen for all the lessons. As you all know, there will be a free seminar on 2nd of March. There is one seminar separately for science and another seminar separately for maths. For class students, that means you, it is not really necessary to join, but if you are interested, you can join. මොකද ඒකේ කරන්නේ අපි class එකේ කරන ටිකම තමයි. In that seminar, we are going to do binomial expressions. In the class, we have already covered it. The classes binomial expressions කරන දවස්වල, if you were not present in the class, or if you joined the class a bit late, you can join the seminar and cover it up. Right? The lesson we are going to do is binomial expressions. It's a 2-hour seminar, 2nd of March. So if you have it covered during the class, it's not really necessary. Join. It's free for everyone. So if you have any friends who are interested, they can also join and cover that lesson. Science will api seminar ke karanne 3rd lesson, which is structure of matter. Maths will api free seminar ke karanne 4th lesson, which is binomial expressions. So just letting you all know, I will also send a registration link. So if you know anybody who's interested, you can circulate. Or if you want to join, you can also join. Okay? එදාට තමයි හරියටම quiz app එක launch කරන්න. Like I will be doing a small demonstration. ඒක ඔයගලන්ටත් මම කරනවා. I will show you how to use that the quizzes. Okay? And I think it will be something that you can use nicely. It will be something fun, like a game. So that is also something that I wanted to do. I wanted to make learning a bit more fun, because it's always O-levels, learning, studying, all of that is very stressful, and it's always like a headache. You don't really like to study. If you make it fun and interesting and do it like a game, it's it's not as boring as it is now. Okay? So එහෙම කරන්න use කරපු එහෙම කරන idea එකෙන් තමයි අතනම අපි quiz එක හදන්නේ, and I hope you will use it well, and I will let you know as soon as it's launched. And also later on for maths, there will be a separate game called flashcards. Flashcards එක අපි science වලට ටිකක් කරනවා, but mainly flashcards will be for maths. it won't be out there in a week. We would probably need like a month or so, but that would also be on your hands very soon. So you are actually lucky. Mukada dang O levels liyapu lamai and dang grade 11 in a kattiyata they can use the quiz. But dang O levels liyapu kattiyata quiz එක එහෙම ඒවා තිබුණ නැහැ. But in our website we had an AI. දැන්ටත් තියෙන AI එක. AI එක පොඩි edits වගේක් තියෙනවා මේ දවස්වල. So once it's done, I can share that with you as well. So that AI is where like if you use ChatGPT or Gemini, do you use AI? Have you used AI? Okay, others?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you think AI is a good thing or a bad thing?
Good thing.
It
Yeah.
has both.
Yes. It can go both ways, but if you use it in a good way, it can be used as a good thing. It's all about your intentions, right? So if you use it well, it's such a powerful tool for anything. So I personally use AI a lot. That would like make my work easier, better, more efficient, right? Ekina mama AI platform ekenda ogala hitanna when you're studying science or maths or whatever. And you get a question and you just go to ChatGPT or Gemini and you type the question, you get the answer. හැබැයි ChatGPT දන්නේ නැහැ ඔයාගේ syllabus එක. ChatGPT just gives a very random, very general answer, but it's not like specific to your syllabus. We have a very specific syllabus නේ. හැබැයි අපි හදපු AI එකේ O level කට්ටියටම O level එකටම තමයි හැදුවේ. දැනට තියෙන අපේ science විතරයි. So එතකොට when you ask a question from the AI, it will give the answer within the O level syllabus. So ඒක මම දුන්න දැන් February මේ O level මේ දවස්වල O level යන කට්ටියට I gave them that AI. Some of them used, I think. But these days it's under some reconstructions and some edits. Once the changes are done, I will share that with you as well. I hope again you use it well with good intentions. So technology is good, AI, whatever, all this technology, it's good, right? But how you use it is important. If you use it for good things, if you use it with good intentions, they can be very powerful, like weapons in a good way. But if you use it with bad intentions, that's when the problem comes. Okay. Anyways, quiz එක මම ඔයාලට කියන්නම් seminar එක දවසට තමයි ඒක launch කරන්නේ. So as soon as it's out there, I will let you know. It's going to be very fun. Flashcards also coming in a month, especially for maths. ඒකත් මම ඔයාලට කියන්නම්. Again, that's going to be fun. And AI also, I will let you know once all the changes are done. Okay. So you have a lot of tools to use in addition to your textbooks and the class and the notebooks. So හින්දා ඒ දේවල් use කරලා just make studying more interesting. Okay, so with that note, binomial expressions වල මෙච්චරයි නේ. 7, 8, 9, these are, yeah, that's it. Then we have congruence. Congruence වල මොනවද ළමයි තියෙන්නේ homework? Can somebody quickly tell me? 5.1 homework we did. 5.2 එකේ මොනවද තියෙන්නේ?
Question number 5 and 6, teacher.
5 and 6, okay. 5.2. 5 and 6, okay. Page 57. Let me get the questions to the whiteboard. Today's class is going to be very relaxed. Very relaxed කියලා කියන්නේ අපිට අලුත් lesson එකකට යනවට වඩා we are going to focus on doing questions, especially congruence. So when we started congruence also, I told you all, right? Congruence is geometry. And for now, this is the only geometry lesson you have learned. ඒකින්ද ඔයගලන්ට එච්චර අමාරුවක් තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. You won't feel like it's that difficult. But later on, as we go, we will be learning more and more geometry lessons. Then there will be a lot of geometry in your head. එතකොට question එකක් අහම sometimes you will get a bit confused. You would be like, which one should I use? Which theorem should I use? කියලා ඔයගොල්ලෝ හිතනවා. අර ඒකට තමයි we need a lot of practice. So that's why when it comes to geometry, theory-wise, there is nothing at all. Just ASS, AAS, SSS, RHS. That's all the theory. But questions, there's plenty. There are a lot of questions to do. So today we are mostly going to be doing questions. And once we are done with the questions, only if we have time, we will move on to, I think, area. That's our next lesson. Okay. 5.2. This is 5.2. Fifth question. Did I give you time to copy down, like do the recorrections of this one? Anybody who needs time to do recorrections of this? Okay. Then I'll give 2 minutes. Quickly do any recorrections, 2 minutes, huh? And we'll move on to congruency homework. Quickly. Okay. Let's move on to exercise 5.2, which I said is on page 57. Okay. In the triangle ABC, ABC is this big triangle, no? ABC angle is 90 degrees. ABC angle can be. So this is 90 degrees. This is 90 degrees. AF equals BC. AF means this part that is equal to BC. Okay. Prove that AFG is congruent to BCE. So AFG kyanne which triangle? This triangle. AFG is this triangle. BCE is this triangle. So we have to show that these are congruent. Monada mitra තියෙන equal elements lamai. So we can clearly find that there is one side, no? Here AF is equal to BC, so we have one side. Like a side pair එකක් තියෙනවා. So no problem. What else do we have? Quickly tell. One side pair we have. What else?
We have an angle
Okay, what is the angle?
AGFN BEC.
AGF, let's see. AGF can mean that is 90 degrees. Okay. BEC. So, method 90 degrees, na method 90 degrees. So, this is also 90 degrees. Okay, correct. AGF and BEC. So, we have another angle pair. Good. Anything else?
Teacher,
Yes, Suha.
I'm a bit confused, but ABC could be a 90 degrees triangle, right?
ABC could be, yeah, it is a right angle triangle, 90 degrees. Yes. Then,
So could that be as an angle? Could this be as an angle for both the triangles?
no, unfortunately not. Why? Because ABC, you mean this angle?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so let's look at this one. If you take this angle, only part of that angle is in BEC triangle. And that angle does not even belong to our purple triangle, which is AGF. A angle is done about it. Anything else? We have one side pair, we have one angle pair, anything else? Okay, now look at this. We are going to play a little with all these sides and right angles and all that. Okay. First of all, look at this big triangle ABC. Big triangle ABC. මෙන්න මෙතන තියෙන angle එක මම x කියලා label කරනවා. Let's just say it's x. Now lamai x is x කියන angle එක, it's not something they have given, no. I labeled it as x. Whenever you label something as you wish, echo you have to label it in the diagram. You have to copy this diagram to your answer script and you have to label this angle is x. එහෙම label කරන්න නැත්නම් you have to write මොන angle එකද x කියලා ගත්තේ BAC. So BAC is equal to x කියලා all ලියන්න ඕනේ. Okay. So anyhow, since I have the diagram and I mark x on the diagram. Okay. If you take ABC triangle, what are the angles in ABC triangle? ABC triangle means this big green triangle. Huh? එකක් තමයි මේ ABC කියන angle එක. A, B, C. Plus the other one is this one. BAC කියන angle එක. BAC. BAC plus the other one is BCA or ACB. This one. So these are the interior angles of ABC triangle, right? ABC is the green triangle. May angles tuna tamai ye triangle ke angles tuna. When you add these three angles, what should be the value?
180.
180. Yes, 180. Because we have learned this in grade 9, no? So you have to write the reason, na? Brackets at the reason as I have previously told you, always in geometry, we have to write the reason. So here I will write sum of interior angles in a triangle. Sum of interior angles in a triangle. Okay. ABC. Here ABC is 90 degrees, right? So instead of ABC, I will write 90 degrees. BAC. BAC is this, which I have labeled as X. So instead of BAC, I will write as X. Plus ACB වලට මම මොනවද දාලා නැහැ. So ACB I will write as it is. ඔන්න බලන්න what I'm going to do here. So here A, C, B. equals 180. This 90, when I bring it to the other side, it becomes minus 90. This x, when I bring it to the other side, it's going to be minus x. So ACB is equal to 180 minus 90 is 90. And this x I write as it is. So ACB is equal to 90 minus x. So ACB is this angle. No? This angle is 90 minus x. Up to that point, is it clear? Others? Anything clear now? Okay. That was the big triangle. Huh? Look at this. You may not understand it fully, but look at what I'm doing next. So I erase that. Now take a look at the purple triangle. Purple triangle is AGF or AFG. If you look at this purple triangle, AFG. What are the angles here? We have AFG angle. AFG angle, and we also have AG angle. Sorry? Yes. I didn't see who talked. Okay. AFG angle, then AGF angle, and FAG angle. Those are the interior angles of that triangle. So I will write AFG plus AGF plus FAG. When you add, what would be the sum of this? Hmm? 180. Again, for the same reason as above. Sum of interior angles in a triangle. Okay, now let's see AFG. AFG is this, and there's nothing special about it, so we'll just write it as AFG. AGF. AGF is this, and it is a right angle, right? So it's 90 degrees. So instead of AGF, I'm going to write 90 degrees. Plus FAG. FAG is this, which I have given it a name as X, right? And FAG is X equals 108. Now AFG equals 180. This 90, when I bring it to the other side, it becomes minus 90. This x, when I bring it to the other side, it becomes minus x. So AFG equals 180 minus 90 is 90. So 90 minus x. So here AFG is 90 minus x. Up to that point, is it clear?
Teacher, can you make the board in a way we can move?
You can move. 1 second. Can't you move the board now? What about now?
Can't, teacher.
Usually, can you check now? Alia has disconnected, no? Alia, can you move the board now?
Yes, teacher.
Now can?
Yes, teacher.
Right, okay. I was just playing with the settings, okay. Right. Then, Balana, we were considering the purple triangle and the blue triangle, no? Now, the purple triangle has an angle called 90 minus x. The blue triangle also has an angle called 90 minus x. Therefore, these two angles will be equal, no? Did you understand that? So we have another angle pair that is equal. So we have one side AF and BC. We have another. We have this angle here. This is 90 degrees. Here this is 90 degrees. We also have another angle here because here this is 90 minus x. This is also 90 minus x. Then we think we just have to write congruence. They're asking us to make AFG and BCE congruent. So I will first write the topic. AFG and BCE. So here AGF angle is equal to here BEC angle. That is one of the angles. Reason is given, no? Right angles kila dekama dila thiyana, so it's given. Then we have AFG, which is 90 minus x, is equal to here BCE. What should I write as the reason here? What should I write as the reason here? AFG is 90 minus x and BCE is also 90 minus x, therefore they're equal. What should be the reason? What should I write as the reason?
Right angles?
Not right angles. That I could have written for this AGF and BEC. But now this is AFG, which is 90 minus x, and BCE, which is 90 minus x. They're both 90 minus x, so they're equal. What should be the reason? This is something that I have earlier shown, right? Kali metana pennuwane 90 minus x, 90 minus x. So here, when you are writing something like that, you write the reason as proven above. So in the same question, but above this, we have already proved that. You can just say proven above. Okay. So we have another pair of angles. And finally, side. In the purple triangle, the side is AF, and the blue triangle, the side is BC. So AF equals BC, and that is also given. Now, the triangle AFG and the triangle BCE are congruent under the AAS case. Is that clear, Laman? Thumbs up. Okay, so if you got at least halfway, or if you tried at least, that is enough for me. I want you all to try as hard as you can, but ultimately, if you didn't get the answer, that's okay, because this question is slightly difficult. As you saw, we had to do some proving before we jump to the congruency part. Congruency part එකට එන්න කලින් අපිට වැඩ ටිකක් තව කරන්න තිබ්බනේ. Okay, copy down, do the recorrections, make it fast. For this, I will set a timer for 4 minutes. Quickly. Okay. You mean when will the class be over? So today we will finish the class at our usual time at 9:30. Unfortunately, I can't finish earlier than that because we started a little bit late also. Is it still do you have it like a constant signal problem or just occasionally? Okay. Well, try to stay as far as you can. Okay. But if by any chance you get disconnected, we will see. We will try to get the recording or something. We'll see. Then to try Karal up balam ko. Let me know if you get disconnected. Okay. Sixth question also I gave no. Okay. In the sixth question, there is no diagram. We have to draw a diagram alone. In the quadrilateral ABCD, Okay. We don't know what this quadrilateral is. We don't even know whether it's a rectangle. We'll just draw a quadrilateral. Mama nikan rectangle shape but me. They have never said that it's a rectangle. It could not be a rectangle too. Okay. So this is quadrilateral A, B, C, D. Angle A and angle C is equal to 90 degrees. Angle A means the angle here, no? That is 90 degrees. Angle C means angle here. That is also 90 degrees. The angles ADC is this, and ABC is this, are bisected by BD. BD means this line, no? The line joining B and D. That is BD. So let's read that sentence again. The angles ADC and ABC are bisected by BD. Bisected means equally parts dekakata kadila. So if this is the ADC angle, that has been divided into two equal angles by BD line. If you take the angle ABC, ABC is also divided into two equal angles because of the line BD. I'm thus asking you to prove that triangle ABD, which is this, is congruent to triangle CBD. Is the question and the diagram clear to you, Lamai? Give me a thumbs up if it's clear. Lamai, I'm sorry. It's not just you, actually. I also have a major signal problem today. I'm actually in Colombo today. In our Colombo home, there's a bit of a signal problem. Can you all hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay. Let me share the whiteboard real fast. One second. Okay. I do have a connection problem. Actually, it's not gone yet. I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to change my network. Let's see if that will work. What about now? Y'all can hear me, no? Hi, mata tamai prashna tiyenne. I can't share my whiteboard. It's not loaded.
Teacher, you're lagging now.
I am lagging a bit, ne? Okay. Give me a second. Let me try to fix this problem. Now it's okay. Lama, can you all see the board? Okay, for those of you who cannot see the board, I have sent a link in the main chat. Okay, good. We'll start. So we drew the diagram. We said there's a quadrilateral ABCD. We don't know whether it's a rectangle or a square or a trapezium, parallelogram. මොකක්ද කියලා දන්නේ නැහැ. We just know it's a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means any closed shape with four sides. So angle A and angle C are 90 degrees. Angle ADC and ABC are bisected by BD. Okay. Bisected by BD means may have equally angles දෙකකට කැඩිලා. This ABC is also divided into two equal angles. We have to prove that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CBD. Like this. Okay. Now, how do we do that? It's okay, Sashini. Okay, how do we do this now? What would be the case to use? What would be the case that you would use for this? If you look at angles, here we have a 90 degrees, here we have a 90 degrees, so we have one angle pair. Here we know that this angle ADC is bisected by BD, therefore this angle is equal to this angle. So we have another angle pair. We also know angle ABC is bisected by BD, therefore this angle is equal to this angle. We have another angle pair. But we have not learned a case like AAA. But we have learned a case called AAS. Do we have a side pair, a pair of sides that are equal here?
DB is equal to DB.
Yes. DB is equal to DB or BD, right? What is the reason for that?
Common line.
Common line, common side. Yes, correct. And now we just have to straight away jump to the congruency part. We'll do this like this. Triangle ABD. First, I will write the topic. As I have said previously, always start with the topic. Triangle ABD and triangle BCD. In ABD, see, we have the three angles. No, you can use whatever the angle you want. Maika use karana මෙන්න මේ දෙන්න. I will say ADB is equal to CDB. Reason I will write as angle bisected by BD. That should be enough of a reason. Now, may wage reasons valadi, when you are writing the reason, as long as the reason makes sense, that is okay. Okay, now here angle bisected by BD, that makes enough sense. So that is enough. You can also use this angle and this angle, but for my other angle, I will use this and this. So, BAD, bad. BAD is equal to BCD. The reason for that is given. They have said that those two angles are 90 degrees. So, that's given. Also, side එක ගත්තහම BD is equal to BD. Reason is, as you all accurately said, common side. Therefore, we can say triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BCD under the AAS case. Is this clear to you, Lamai? Thumbs up. Others? Usually, Lamai, generally when you take congruence questions, the most occurring case is AAS. AAS questions, general questions. Maybe it's past papers or any other papers. The highest occurring case that you have to use is AAS. I mean, of course, essays is there, SSS is there, RHS is there, but AAS tigak very usually in questions. Okay, then what are the homework I gave you in exercise 5.3?
Question number 4 and 5?
Question number 3 and?
No, 4 and 5.
4 and 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Did we do any question during the class? Did we do the question number 3 during class? Can you all check exercise 5.3, question number 3? Have we done this in the class? Anybody? Just flip the pages and check the previous day's note. No? Quickly tell Amai.
Five.
Third one we have not done, no? Third we have not done. Third, why didn't we do? I should have given that as homework. It's okay. Let's do like this. I gave 4 and 5 now. So let's discuss the fourth question together because that's the homework. Then I will give you time to do the third question and then we'll move on to the fifth one, which is again homework. All right. Let's discuss the fourth one first. Exercise 5.3. Fourth. What do you think about geometry? Anybody who enjoys geometry? Kawuda kiyane I like geometry. You like geometry? Let's see if you would say the same at the end of grade 10. But actually, now, if you just learn one lesson, for now it's not very difficult. But as we go on, I told you because there's a lot of theorems, it might get a bit difficult. But it's actually interesting geometry. Geometry is interesting. I personally, even back when I was doing O-levels, I really liked geometry. And A-levels, I didn't do maths. But even after that, sometimes for fun also, I did geometry questions. Because it really like picks your brain. right? It like helps you think and rake through your memory. It helps with memory, it helps with thinking. So ගොඩක් වෙලාවට something that students ask is that especially students who are planning to do commerce or art or some other stream other than maths or science, okay, for A levels, I'm not going to do science. For A levels, I'm not going to do maths. What's even the point of learning maths? Okay. Maths ඉගෙන ගන්න ගොඩක් uses තියෙනවා. You don't necessarily have to do maths for A levels to sort of have like a basic knowledge about maths as children, right? Because maths is not only used in the mathematics subject. And mathematics කියලා subject එකක් තියෙන්නේ because maths is there, like out there in every field. In science, there's mathematics. In commerce, there's mathematics. In arts, there are so many art subjects, right? Like architecture, like business management, human resources, almost all the fields, there is a mathematics aspect. So maths has a lot of users, okay? And not just that, when you do a lot of maths questions, as I said previously, it helps with like your brain capacity, your brain functions, right? It's what it brain active. So maths is very helpful. Especially that's the reason why I enjoy geometry, because it's fun. Like going through the theorems, trying to find how it works. It's kind of fun. Let's see how you think of geometry at the end of grade 10. Okay. Okay. The opposite sides of the quadrilateral PQRS are equal. Opposite sides equal කියලා mark කරලා තියෙනවානේ. PQ is equal to RS. Okay, they have given that. And PSC is equal to QR. That is also something they have given. Prove that PSR is congruent to PQR. Okay, we'll see. PSR කියන්නේ මෙයානේ. We have to show that it's congruent to PQR. It's not that difficult. What are the equal elements in these two triangles? What are the equal elements? Yeah. One by one, tell. Come on.
SR is equals to PQ.
SR equals to PQ. SR equals to PQ, yes, because that's something they have given. Okay. I have one pair of sides. What else?
SP equals RQ.
SP equals RQ. Again, that is something they have given. I have another pair of sides. What are the other common things? Yes, Zuha. Zuha, can you repeat again?
Teacher, I cannot see the whiteboard.
You cannot see the whiteboard.
Teacher, I can't see the. Yeah.
I sent a link in the main chat just now. Can you click on that link and check? While Zuha joins, any other common elements here? Any other common? Yes.
Is equals to PR
PR equals
because it's a common side.
common side. Very good. We have another pair of sides. So SSS, right? These two, we can prove them as congruent. Zuha, can you see the whiteboard now?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So we will write the topic of the two triangles, PSR, PQR. Okay, PS equals QR. Reason is given. They have given that. Then SR equals PQ. Again, they have given that. Then PR equals PR. Again, they have given that. Not that they have given. It's the common side. I'm sorry. Common side. Therefore, we can say that triangle PSR is congruent to triangle PQR under SSS case. Is this clear to you, Lamai? Okay. Roman number 2. PSR equals PQR. So PSR angle PQR angle equal කියලා prove කරන්න ඕනේ. For which one, Sashili? Common PR for this one. It's okay. Common side you can write as common arm too. No problem. Same thing. Common side or common arm. Okay. So now they are saying PSR and PQR angles. Are they equal, Amai? You tell me, are they equal? PSR angle and PQR angle.
Yes.
And what would be the reason?
Because both the triangles are already congruent.
Okay. Do others also agree, or are there any other reasons?
AAS.
Corresponding elements are provided.
Yeah. Any other answers?
AAS.
AS Dala, we can make it congruent again. Yes, but
Corresponding elements are
congruent triangles. So for that AS answer, yeah, I mean you because these two are congruent, may angle එක මෙයාට equal, මෙයාට equal, මෙයාට equal. So I'm at AS Danaka is no point because the two triangles are already congruent. Because we know congruent triangles mean that when you keep the two triangles on top of each other, they perfectly coincide. They perfectly fit on top of each other. So when I say that they perfectly fit, ඒ කියන්නේ මේ triangle එකයි perfectly එකම විදිහට තියෙනවා. That's why they are congruent. No? So with the given information, we can make two triangles congruent in 4 different methods. දීලා තියෙන information එක. So if you have two sides and one angle, as the given information, you can use SAS. If there are two angles and one side, you can use AAS. If all the three sides are given as information, you can use SSS. Or if there is the right angle, hypotenuse and a side, you can use RHS. Anyhow, in any of these methods, ultimately what happens is that the two triangles are congruent. Can congruent karata passe, the two triangles perfectly coincide, perfectly fit on top of each other. So all the elements of one triangle are equal to all the elements of the other triangle. That is how PSR is equal to PQR. Etana, we can straight away say PSR is equal to PQR, and for reasons, now reason is the important part. You have to say corresponding angles of or corresponding elements of congruent triangles. AAS දැම්මොත් ලකුණු හම්බ වෙන්නේ නැහැ මෙතන. Not because it's wrong, but that is not the expected answer. Here, you're supposed to get the answer in this way. May question එක අහන්නේ to see if you understand that when two triangles are congruent, all the corresponding elements are equal. ඒක උගලන්ට තේරුණාද කියලා බලන්නයි මේ question එක අහන්නේ. Then you have to answer in that way. So if you again do a congruency part and you use AAS, that is extra work and unnecessary work. Then you won't get the marks for that. මේ වගේ question එකකට නම් ඒකට ලකුණු දෙන්නේ නැහැ. Not exactly because it's wrong, but because that is not what they're testing. ඒක again the same thing. when it comes to geometry, how I see it, you won't see it at the beginning. So then, for an example, if you look at a question like what we did here, that question is a bit blurred, but I hope you're this question. So make a 90 minus x, or make a 90 minus x gonna kiyaneka. Some of you might have thought about it, right? But sometimes you don't just see them. Mama unat, if I started at your level, I would not be able to see it. That's very normal. But after years of practice, after years of teaching O level, when I see a question, some of the questions I actually even have it in my memory because I've been doing classes for around like 6-7 years. But even if I don't have it in the memory, since I have taught it a lot, since I have like done this a lot of times, I have the practice. You won't see it, and that is perfectly okay. So when you look at this question, you will be like, some of you might think, how did the teacher see it? How did Miss see this? I would never be able to see this like in this way. Why? You think, okay, this is how it's done. Let's take a look at it. Okay, I understood this, and that's enough. Mukada, upset you just go through the question, and if you understood it, that's enough. Then don't overthink about it. As I said previously, geometry is a matter of practice, right? Nobody does it perfectly at the beginning. You all are just starting out geometry. It's not possible to do it perfectly at the beginning. It takes a lot of practice. That's why I told you at the very beginning also, I started by telling you that we have to do a lot of questions. So this week we are done with the congruency lesson, but for a few weeks coming, we will be doing plenty of questions. I hope that's clear to all of you. So not figuring out the answer, don't worry about it. Okay? Because it's happening. It will happen. Right? With a lot of practice. You do the homework, you try as hard as you can, and somehow try to get an answer. At least try. Okay? And you come to the class. We discuss it during the class and you correct your answers. If your answer is correct, good. If your answer is wrong, it's okay. You do the recorrection and check if you actually understood what I taught you. That's it. Very overthink geometry. Don't worry about it. You guys are going to be good at it very soon. Okay? Because we're just starting out. Okay. Roman number 3. We have to show that opposite sides of the quadrilateral are parallel. How do we show that? Opposite sides of the quadrilateral are parallel. That means this part and this part are parallel, and this part and this part are parallel. I have a question. If you take the green triangle, look at this angle, PRS. What is the angle in the purple triangle that is equal to this angle? May angle eකට equal purple triangle එක ඉන්න angle එක මොකක්ද? PRS is equal to which angle in the purple triangle?
RPQ.
Okay, Zuha says RPQ. What do others think? If you look at this angle, which I showed you here, PRS, in the green triangle, this angle is opposite to this double line side. Double line එක තියෙන side එකට opposite තමයි මේ angle එක ඉන්නේ. එහෙනම් එයා වගේම මේ triangle එකේ the angle opposite to the double line side is this. Therefore, yes, PRS is equal to RPQ. So, PRS is equal to RPQ because they are corresponding angles of congruent triangles. Did you understand that? Others? Everybody? Okay. But can you also see that PRS and RPQ, they are in the shape of an Z, right? See? PRS here, RPQ here, they are in the shape of an Z. So they look like alternate angles, right? They are equal, yes, but they are alternate angles. And now what has happened? They are alternate angles and they are equal. If alternate angles are equal, the two lines are parallel. You know that, right? In between two parallel lines, the alternate angles are equal. And opposite, if there are alternate angles which are equal, then these two lines are parallel. This line is parallel to this line. So therefore, you can say PQ is parallel to RS. Okay, so inside the brackets, you can write the reason because alternate angles are equal. Is that clear? Is it clear, Lamai, everybody? Others? All right. So they are asking you to show that opposite sides are parallel, right? So opposite sides, it's not just this side and this side. There is also this side and this side. Let's see about these two sides. If you look at this angle, which I'm marking with a cross in the green triangle, you can see that it's opposite to this single line side. Single line side eකට opposite මේ purple triangle එකේ ඉන්නේ මෙන්න මේ angle එක. Therefore, those two angles are also equal because they are corresponding angles of congruent triangles. So, එකත් අපි ලියමු SPR is equal to PRQ. SPR is equal to PRQ. Same reason, corresponding angles of congruent triangles. But can you see they are also alternate angles? See here, is it shape? Look at that. See, is it shape? They are also alternate angles. So let's write that here. But they are alternate angles. Therefore, those two sides are also parallel. That means this side is parallel to this side. PS is parallel to QR. Therefore, PS is parallel to QR. Reason is same thing because alternate angles are equal. Is that clear, Lamai? Okay. For recorrections, I will give you 3 minutes. 3 minutes for recorrections. Quickly do the recorrections, Lamai. Okay, Lamar. Now let's do the third one. Like during the class, let's do this. I will now you have a bit more experience now. And we discussed a few questions, and I gave you some advices. So taking all that, let's try the third question. In the same exercise, which is on page 59. Page 59, third question. I want you all to try this alone. මේකට මම ඔයගලන්ට දෙන්නම් 7 to 8 minutes. Not more than that. Okay, quickly try this. You don't have to write the question, but you will have to copy down the diagram to your writing book. The diagram එක copy කරගෙන mark all the information they have given and do it. If you have any questions, you can ask. I'm right here. Let's set a timer for 7 minutes. But if you need an extra minute, I will give it later. Let's do within 7 minutes. Fast. Third question, huh? You have a little more than 1 minute left. Let's see once the timer goes off. If you need more time, I will give you a few more minutes. Lamai, anybody who has finished and who needs more time? Who has finished and who needs more time? Okay, give me a thumbs up if you need more time. Anybody who needs more time, give me a thumbs up. Can y'all hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Why not responding? Okay, now give me a thumbs up if you need more time. Who needs more time? Who has finished? Okay, so has everybody finished? Means we can discuss, no? I asked, none of you responded. So that means I'm assuming that all of you have finished. Okay. It says my connection is unstable. I will switch off my camera for a bit. To bisect the angle ABC, a student selects the point B as the center and draws the arc PQ. PQ ke arc ka khadero. The arc intersects AB and BC at point P and Q. Balana lamai, do you remember how to do an angle bisector? From grade 9, do you all remember that? Grade 9 wala nahi dekhe na gatte. Anyways, doesn't matter. So here, a student selects the point B as a center and draws an arc. So point B ek center ka vidhiyata aragena, using a compass, the student is drawing an arc like this. Using a compass. Compass ke with the same length, the student is drawing an arc. Therefore, this length and this length should be equal, right? Because using the same length on arc එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් එකම length එක තියෙන විදිහට අඳින්න. Like maintaining the same length. Therefore, BP should be equal to BQ. Is that clear to you, Lamai? I will ask step by step if everything is clear. BP equals BQ. Okay. The arc intersects AB and BC at P and Q respectively. Two equal arcs drawn from the points P and Q intersect at R. Two equal arcs drawn from P and Q intersect at R. එහෙනම් this and this should also be equal. This and this. Prove that PBR is this angle is equal to QBR. Can we make these two triangles congruent? What are the equal elements here, Lamai? What are the equal elements here? Like this triangle and this triangle. Yes, go ahead.
BP is equals to BQ.
BP equals BQ. And what is the reason for that?
PR equal QR.
PR equals QR. And what is the reason for that? Okay, BP equals BQ, PR equals QR. What else? So we have two side pairs, no? Anything else that
PR equals PR.
BR equals to BR, which is common side. Okay, so then we just have to write the congruency case. Okay, so let's write PBR and QBR. Give me a second. Okay, so we will write first of all BP equals BQ. Reason is okay. So what is the reason I should write here? BP is equal to BQ. They are equal because we drew an arc. අපි arc එකක් draw කරපු හින්දානේ. Then you have to write the reason that gives the same meaning. You can say equal arc, or you can say same arc PQ or something like that. So let's say because of the arc PQ. Instead of writing because of, you can just write arc PQ, equal arc PQ or something like that. It just needs to give the same meaning. It doesn't have to be the exact wording as I write, okay? Then PR equals QR. PR equals QR. PR equals QR because they have clearly said two equal arcs drawn, right? So we write two equal arcs. Two equal arcs.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes, Basma.
Instead of writing two equal arcs, can't we just write given?
It's not straightforward, right? It's not directly given. It's depends on who's marking your paper and depends on the marking scheme. So sometimes they would give marks for given, but in a situation like this, now here I'm the one who marked this, right?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Since I'm the one who marked this, they had not like directly marked it, or they have not even said that they are like that the two lines are equal. They have only said that they have drawn two equal arcs, right? So we are the ones who are deriving. Okay, if there are two equal arcs drawn, that means this line and this line should also be equal. Okay, Basma?
Okay, teacher.
Okay. And finally, BR equals BR. For that, I write the reason common side. Therefore, triangle PBR is congruent to triangle QBR under the SSS case. Since the two triangles are congruent, we can say this angle is equal to this angle. Therefore, we write PBR equals QBR. PBR. I'm sorry for the notification sound. I don't know how to turn it off. I hope it's not too disturbing. PBR equals QBR. And for that, I write the reason as corresponding angles of congruent triangles. Is this clear to all of you, Lamai? It's not a very long answer. I will give you 1 minute for recorrections. Then we will move on to fifth one. No, fifth one was the other homework. Okay, quickly do recorrections. Okay. Now let's move on to the fifth question. Fifth one was given as homework. Okay. Let me get the question to the whiteboard. Prove that the straight line joining one vertex of an equilateral triangle to the midpoint of the opposite side is perpendicular to that side. Okay. First of all, let's draw an equilateral triangle. Is this equilateral? It looks like it's equilateral, right? They have not even given us any letters to label the triangle. So we will just use some letters that we want. You can use any letter that you want, like A, B, C or P, Q, R or something. I will use P, Q, R. P, P, Q, R. This is an equilateral triangle. Join straight line. I'm sorry. Prove that the straight line joining one vertex of an equilateral triangle, one vertex means from one corner, right? To the opposite side. So we'll draw a line from one vertex, the vertex is P, to the opposite side. We have to show that this is perpendicular. Perpendicular means it's 90 degrees. But they have not given it's perpendicular. We have to show that it's perpendicular. Okay, let's just mark the other information that we know. This is an equilateral triangle, right? So this side, and this side should be equal. මම මෙතන mark කරන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද there are two parts of this now. But since it's an equilateral triangle, all the three sides are equal. Since it is an equilateral triangle, what else can we say are equal? What else are equal here? Here I will add a point.
Triangle.
Interior angles are equal. Yes. Here I will put a point as, let's say, S. Okay. So we know that this angle and this angle and this angle are equal. May angle එක මෙතන දාන්න බෑ because there are two other angles. So I won't mark it there. But all the three angles are equal. What else can we say about an equilateral triangle?
QS and SR are equal.
QS and SR are equal. How do you show that? How do you get that?
Because it's an equal triangle, so it's divided by 2 and it's getting equal.
Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Okay. Give me 1 minute. While I come work out all the common elements in these two. Don't leave the Zoom yet. Let's do this question and then I'll give you homework. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, Lamai. I'm really sorry. Okay. So, yes, what are the other common elements you worked out? PQ equals PR, okay. And we know that PQS equals PRS. And we also know that it's an equilateral triangle. So this is 60 degrees. And this is 60 degrees. What else? PS is the common side. Okay. And what else? So, one of you said that this is equal to this. QS is equal to SR. How do you get that QS is equal to SR? I think that's where we stopped, no? What is the reason I should write for that? What should be the reason? Quickly tell. Lama, if it's an equilateral triangle, it's perfectly it's symmetrical, no? So when you draw a line from P like this to the opposite side, it should anyways divide this into equal parts. Even if you don't figure it out, in the question it says that the straight line joining one vertex of an equilateral triangle to the midpoint of the opposite side. So when we are drawing the line to the midpoint, that means this side and this side are equal. Okay. So reason midpoint. S is the midpoint of this triangle. Is it clear, Amai? So sometimes simple things, I mean, you may have gotten the answer, but I think that's where we stopped, no? I asked you the reason. So the reason is because S is the midpoint of the side QR. Ethokota, now let's see. There are two cases that we can use. What are the two cases that we can use? Yes, what
SSS.
SSS, yes. Okay, so PQ equals PR, QS equals SR, and PS is the common side. So we can use SSS. Any other case that we can use here?
AAS.
AAS. Anything else that's more clearer for us? If you use AAS, we have one angle, but the other angle we can't clearly see in it. Anything else?
SAS.
SAS, yes, because we have one side, we have another side, and the included angles are also equal. So we can use SAS too. So I'll just use SSS because that's very. Yes, any other question? Lama, here I have labeled the triangle as PQR and with letters PQR and S. So you can use K, L, M, N, A, B, C, D, any letter you prefer. Because in the question, they have not asked you which letter to use, right? Okay. So PQ equals PR. PQ equals PR. Reason is sides of an equilateral triangle. Sides of an equilateral triangle. Then QS equals SR. SC is the midpoint of PR. Sorry, PR no QR. Okay. And also PS equals PS. Reason is common side. Therefore, triangle PQS is congruent to triangle PRS under the SSS case. You can also use SAS, right? Now, what are they asking us is not to show that the triangles are congruent, but something else. They are asking us to prove that this straight line is perpendicular to QR. Can 90 degrees scale up. First of all, this angle and this angle, are they equal now? Are they equal? You tell me, are these two angles equal? PSQ and PSQ and PSR. Alamai, are they equal? Yes or no? They are equal, no? Yes. Why are they equal? Corresponding angles of congruent triangles. So therefore, PSQ is equal to PSR. But on the other hand, if you look at this, PSQ plus PSR, PSQ is this, PSR is this. They are on a straight line. So when you add these two angles, you should get 180 degrees, right? Ek reason එක angles on a straight line. Now, since PSQ and PSR are equal, instead of PSQ and PSR equal, so instead of PSQ, I can write PSR because they're equal. Here, anyways, we have PSR equals 180 degrees. So PSR plus PSR means 2 PSR equals 180. Therefore, PSR is equal to 180 divided by 2. Therefore, PSR is equal to 90 degrees. So PSR is this, that is equal to 90 degrees. Since PSR is equal to PSQ, PSQ is also 90 degrees. Ekak 90 kala pennuhama, that's enough. Just showing that one is 90, that's enough. So they are saying, prove that this is perpendicular to the opposite side. Therefore, let's write a sentence at the end. Therefore, what's our straight line? PS is perpendicular to QR. Okay, you just write a statement and finish it off. Is this clear to you, Lama? Give me a thumbs up if it's clear. Others? Okay. Next week, we will be starting area. Can you all mark the homework? This was exercise 5.3. Go to exercise 5.4. Exercise 5.4. Please do the homework every week, Lamaya. Exercise 5.4, we'll do third question and fourth question. Third and fourth, and miscellaneous exercise, we'll do first and second. We are going to do the entire miscellaneous exercise, Namai, but we'll do it every week slowly, little by little. So for next week, you only have 4 questions as homework. So before we end the class,